Hello everyone, my name is Lily and I am so excited to say we're back. In the game Control, we have a ton of things to do, but we're going to be doing the DLC this time around, and I believe that we have to start with a dark place. Jessie receives a strange vision that mentions the investigations sector, so she decides to look into the matter. And I know that there was a video that came with it. Was it this? Yes.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jessie Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss, so it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away, and made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a man desperate to escape. She sensed something else too, a hunger in the dark, not unlike the hostile resonance, waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation Sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
I am so excited. I don't know if I can... Okay, I think, yeah, the elevator's here. I don't know if I can actually contain... Hello, my excitement, because I've been waiting for this for so long, and I didn't want to rush jumping back in here, so that's why I took so long to come back to it. Wait, that says emergency phone, I don't... Oh, okay, great. We have to go here. Because sometimes you want to... Is that a full-ass loading bar? Sometimes you want to stagger these things out, right? Because if you... Why is it so dark? He was just talking about the darkness. Hello? Oh. Because if you hungrily scarf down a game, then you're left with that gaping wound in your chest. Where you're looking for something to fill it.
Hello?
And
anyone here?
I wanted to treasure this game.
Not.
So that's why it took me so long to come back, but I'm so excited.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the bureau.
Are you being sarcastic? Because there's no one here. I see a lot of stuff to, well, not a lot, but I see things to interact with, so we're gonna definitely take our time and go through it all. Like we usually do. Okay. I can't sit still. I'm so excited. It's G. I'm also devastated that Darling is gone. Devastated. I think that's even pulling it lightly. Official findings report re Dr. Casper Darling. Internal confidential summary. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland. Internal investigation D084-5 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Oh boy. Despite the accounts of anonymous blank regarding inhumane treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Are they talking about Dylan? I I can see them treating Dylan not well, especially as a child, because he's very moody, that's for sure, but I get it. He lost his family, he lost his sister. I think he thought that we abandoned him, honestly. Okay, numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of Blank sector personnel seem to be wholly unaware of any such blank contained there. Oh, this is different. Because everyone knew about Jesse. No. Everyone knew about Dylan. We are Jesse. I'm already getting confused. One, Blank confirmed the Blank's codename to be Blank, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance. Is that what we have now? Because I think we have clearance 6. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the Blank research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. Oh. Okay. While this investigation cannot address any changes against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into Blank research. So there's something down here. Something not human, but they're questioning whether or not to treat it like a regular thing. Dr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls. Specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. I know this has to do with Alan Wake, but I am super excited to be seeing it in here. And I don't know what's going on with my voice, but I'm just going to power through. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent, Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that the FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start the surveillance on this guy. Special Investigator Gleason. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I don't even understand. I think it's the supernatural part of this. Because I know that these are based on SCPs, but I'm not really an SCP kind of person. But I think the mystery behind this is really gripping my lungs basically and preventing me from breathing properly. Okay, so this is from 2017. Mr. Kirkland, here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead, from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, researcher Ezra Cruz, Agent Caroline Dempsey, Agent Lindsay Malcolm, Agent Charles Murray, Agent Derek Shaw. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You will be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the fire break. They're lost, I'm afraid. Okay, so there was an isn't that how it always goes? There was an incident. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we gotta go over there. I really wish that I could bring out a flashlight and see, but I can't, so just gonna have to animal it. Burrow Tractor. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Supplementary materials. Note, miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Burrow William, male, Caucasian. Case summary, 33-year-old man found dead on his property, per police report. Remains obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings, blunt force injuries, head, lacerations, left ear, cheek, blunt force injuries, extremities, dislocation, right knee, complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the proximal Right humerus. Extensive trauma abdominal region. Complete aversion of multiple organs including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from scene. Holy shit. Conclusion. It is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident, as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. Don't tell me that there's an animal anomaly living down here. And that's what they were wondering if they should be treating humanely? I mean, yeah? If you treat it like shit, it's gonna come and bite your ass. It'll probably have bitten your ass, either way. But if you treat it better, maybe there's less chance of your ass getting bitten? Federal Bureau of Control, blank of blank 2019. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Bureau of Control. Okay, I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's blank. So he's head of investigations. I'm reading this, but it's not registering because I'm still very excited. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. Okay, I see. I blame the situation on our blank, who has routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming parts of the investigation sector lost to blank loose inside. So there is something loose inside. And I kind of want to put Dr. Darling's name in there because we saw paperwork kind of blaming him for being a butt. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that fire break. I will carry the shame for the rest of my days. The blank has failed his agents. I should never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. I feel like we've heard this name before, but it's been long enough that I have possibly forgotten. I think. Oh, okay. I thought there was a table here. But, what is crazy to me is that this whole place was blocked off for us for a long time. Because it's DLC, right? It makes sense we wouldn't have gotten it. But I love how they wrote that the darkness was preventing us from accessing this. At least that's what I got from this. Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Huntman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. So they left a bunch of shit behind. Yeah, it makes sense. If something broke out, it's not like they could grab everything and run. Another thing, and this situation is gonna sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. I see. So they retreated and set up base over here, which makes sense because it's a mess. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not be still sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Okay, so we can already see that shit hit the fan a long time ago, and we're probably gonna have to clean up the mess. I know we have to go to the other side, but I don't want to miss stuff like this. And yes, I'm gonna be yapping so much in this series. To Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again, a third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our blank. Could be raccoons, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. I see. Next on the list of reoccurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. So they did set up a headquarters there. Okay. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Blank Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them, again, to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. Agent, I'm sorry to report, but from the shit that we saw in Alan Wake, it's not raccoons. Don't know what it could really be, for sure. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Easy, easy, easy. It's good, though. It's good. I don't mind. Official findings reports read Dr. Raya Underhill. Summary. Dr. Raya Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDA since leaving the Bureau. She's downstairs, though. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. How personal we're talking about, though. How personal we talk about. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. Okay, so they boning. Basically, that's what it sounds like. But hold on. She left the Bureau to work at the oldest house? I guess they're two different things then, because I assumed that they were one in the same. Like, the Bureau is stationed at the oldest house, and the oldest house depends on the Bureau. That's kind of what I thought, but it's possible that I was wrong. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mole threshold issue. Okay, so he told her to work on it, but that makes sense, right? I think even if he hadn't told her, she would want to be on it because it's a mold issue. I can't see. There's something blocking me and I can't see. Yeah. Oh, it's a whole ass cubicle. It's a whole. I should turn up the gamma, but I'm not gonna. It's fine. It's just gonna. Weapon. Is it really? Well, I guess it's fine, because I checked all of my equipment, and they're much higher level than this, so I think it's okay. I'm pretty sure that I have upgraded all of my stuff to the max? I don't know if I want to call it max. Because with DLC, there's also the possibility of better stuff coming around. Field research on his entity, his corrupted agent. Oh, no, by order of Director Jesse Fadden. Oh, we asked for this, and Emily put this together for us. Thanks, Emily. Summary: the Hiss manifest in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen, in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. I mean, we levitate too. It's not permanent, but it's fine. These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior, yet. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters, or are they cocoons? Preparing to enter their next stage evolution. No, please don't say that. There's so many people doing that. I don't want them to all be dead. When attacked, his agents disappear. Oh, I haven't tried that though. Perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into purely resonant form? Research is ongoing. I've never tried to attack the floaters. God, that makes them sound like poo. I just kind of figured I would leave them alone. This looks so cool. This aesthetic. It's like, I don't want to say it's oops, I'm so sorry, 1950s aesthetic, but it's so beautiful. What's that noise? Oh, I'm gonna ignore it for now because there's so much to be done. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty this past week. I'm sure that there are hundreds of letters that go out like this, and it's devastating. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against your enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His efforts will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely yours, Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, FBC. I can't, hold on, there's something that I haven't read, apparently. What is this? Oh my god, when did I pick this up? Trent's official warning. Kirkland, I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are the head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. I'm assuming this is the breach. What do you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. Holy shit. Imagine the director coming at you like this savagely. Holy shit. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. Oh, you are both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, I think that he's getting paranoid. Hold on, there was something else that I hadn't seen either. I feel like he's getting paranoid. I don't know when I got this one either. I didn't mean to. Okay. Compiled by Redacted. That makes it even more freaking shady. Summary as per authorization from Mr. Kirkland blank was launched into the blank of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in blank witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive blank when blank with other staff has been observed. See, I told you. He's had a sudden change in personality. Something has gone wrong. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff, although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter. Witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the Dimensional Research Wing and the blank kept inside. I don't remember what was there. It's been too long for me. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's blank as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any blank, and that his fitness to lead is not in question. We saw otherwise pretty much in the very first stages of the game, because I don't know if it was, what is our gun called again? I don't know. I don't remember what our gun is called, but it can only be held by the director, right? And I'm pretty sure that a firebreak is this way. I'm pretty sure that when the gun determines you are not suitable for it anymore, it ends the contract. And the only way that a gun can end a contract.
It's not working. Probably a loose power core somewhere.
Is it this one? Is it really just this one? I don't remember how to do anything. That's not it. Ah. Do I put it back? Why does that sound so horrifying? Just usually the powering up of a bunch of stuff is like, yeah, it's turning on. But for me, that was absolutely terrifying. Okay, let's see, that didn't work. There's something in there, so I guess that I can, yeah, there's another stairwell right there. I do apologize because, no, you know what? I don't have to apologize. I've been doing a lot of other shit. So it'll take me some time to get back into the groove of this. As usual, when someone hasn't played a game in a long time. So all I ask is that you be a little bit patient while I get back into the groove, because playing other games has thrown off my groove. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Grumman Morales desertion issue. So 2 people, okay. We didn't find any sign of them here. I don't remember what Keystone's not the hotel. I don't remember what Keystone is. Given the records, it is possible they've switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Oof, reminds me of the Ordinary case, but that was just the adults. If I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. Oh, dude, that is so rough. Imagine being labeled as a traitor because you just disappeared. But the reality is you just died and you went missing. That's awful. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town. I see, so Keystone is a town. And the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with the dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guys working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenum. Okay, there's already so much happening, and it kind of sucks that this episode has been mostly reading, but honestly, I'm here for it because we are getting just a shitload of info dumped on our faces. We're gonna have to remember all of this for some reason so that it makes sense in the future. Summary: per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program blank by the FBC. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic blank and blank and blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank. Examination and testing with the aims of producing one as a director upon maturity. Okay. They're talking... Yeah, because I think Dylan was supposed to be after Trench. But this makes it sound like they had something else. Okay. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic blank of paranaturally inclined blank. Not only is this in breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human blank. Okay, so there's shenanigans happening here. This investigation team unequivocally blank the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be blank immediately. Okay. This makes me think that there was something before Dylan. Something non-human. I'm heavily invested. Protractor. Oh, this is okay. Item is not currently in Bureau custody. None known. Oh, for containment. Okay. Description, altered effect. A Frank Allen tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion. This is one of the tractors from Alan Wake that was controlled by the darkness, I want to say. That sounds reasonable. That sounds similar. Background: the item first came into the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of the Burrow farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Okay, so it's unrelated, but it sounds similar. Local authorities arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Bureau beneath his tractor. Did the tractor eat him? Because they said that his organs were missing. Police arrived, but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by the Bureau communications staff. Damn, they are on it. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. I see. Burial searches for the item are ongoing. When was this? Oh, 2019. Okay, so we have to pretend that we are playing this game in 2019. I don't remember exactly when it came out, but judging by the date, this is still like a fresh wound, basically. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Okay. Oh, it's here. I have to bring that thing all the way up here. Is there no way that I can actually, like, grab it? No. But I like how they strategically put it on the wall over there so you could see it and be like, oh, that's what I need to do. Probably also with the cord, because the cord is bright yellow. Easy. Can I grab this from here? Lovely. Okay, let's carry this. Sorry, what is that noise? Is it? Oh, it's probably me with this. That's not it.
There. Now that gate should open.
Should it though? This is such a pretty color. Such a. I've been becoming obsessed with color usage in video games, which I guess everybody goes through phases, right, when they play games, where it's like either you're fixated on the sound quality or the lighting and the atmosphere. But right now, I'm fixated on color, which I think is such a powerful tool to use in anything. Let's see. Specimen escape assessment. Summary: the purpose of internal investigation is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI-1 that resulted in the deaths of blank agents. So we know at least 5, I think, from what I remember from the last document. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier shows no faults. So it's sabotage? Investigators suspect human error to be the cause. Okay, so it could have been an accident, but it could be sabotage. Yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the blank of the blank, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive blank. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. The air filters were changed, and an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Blank entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Don't think we've seen Alice! It's Alice Wake. It has to be. I'm pretty sure Alice was the name of Alan's wife. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Mrs. Blank's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the blank. Investigation is ongoing. Was there a monster in Alan Wake? I know that darkness was pretty much the enemy, but was there like an actual like monster? Maybe the humans. maybe the humans, and that's why they're like, should we be treating this with human respect because it looks like a human, but it ain't human. That kind of makes a lot of sense. Oh. Oh, that's just the wall. Like, look at this. Look at... Oh.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Jesse, what was your first clue? Can I... Perfect. More reading. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's just my voice is getting a little tired. The Blessed Organization. This group / individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. Is this why they were wondering if Underhill was working for them? A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. I wonder what he was using. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. Shit, it goes back pretty far. And I like how everything is blessed. That's really interesting. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. That's actually really fascinating. I kind of like the idea of a cult using an altered item for whatever. That sounds really fun.
Do we know each other?
Oh, wait.
This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink. Dippers.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been riding. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen him.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
It was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
And
Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
I am screaming on the inside. Okay. Oh my god, this is so gorgeous. Is this Bright Falls outside? I am screaming on the inside. I've never... Good lord. Okay, hold on. I just want to check out the rooms really quick. Oh. Oh my, that's actually quite loud. Oh my god, please don't be copyrighted music. And then, okay, we can't go in there. I guess maybe I have to turn these to the same? Oh. Why is the light coming in pink? Well, it was. Let me turn off the radio. Oh, there it is. Okay. So the light outside is shifting. Wait, let me... It's a loud-ass vending machine. Goodness gracious. Oh. I didn't realize that I could turn it all off. But there's gotta be more to it than... Oh, I can't... What? Do I have to ring the bell again, maybe? I really wish that Jesse had a flashlight. Goodness. Oh. Please don't be a spooky person in here. Hello? Oh. It all feels so scary. Why does it feel so scary in here?
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose.
God lord.
Killed everyone it could. Lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
I think that Hartman was our doctor, right? When we were in Bright... Is it Bright Falls? It's definitely Bright something. I don't know why for the life of... It's been a while. It's been a while that I can't remember details. God, that sounds terrifying. Okay. This... I see. So we're in the same place we opened it up. This is probably a good place to call it for today because the suspense... I am so excited to be back. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you liked it, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, throw those babies down below. And if you want to continue this journey with me, go ahead and hit subscribe so you get a notification when the next episode is out. But until then, I'll see y'all later. Bye!